tried to protect you, but I completely just shot him down. We didn't even get into an argument, and he just like, I'm gonna protect her. Bye. This is my home club. This is like my club. Like they will the second anyone does anything. It's okay, Rich. Oh, he wants you. He wants you to protect him. You can pee now. Go pee. I feel like I'm running a school for retarded children. Johnny, you sit down. I want to protect her. I want to protect her. Okay, Susie, go pee. And did that. He just went,
You wanna listen in as the show begins. Telling all your friends the party never ends. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show. I'm gonna get my sticks. The mic is live and clear for you and all to hear. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show.
They suck. Hi, everybody. Good morning. It's a Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. We're live on govsradio.com, coming at you from Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, the world-famous Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, probably one of the most popular comedy clubs on Long Island. I mean, in the whole country. The whole country.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't it like all of it, like amazing on Long Island?
Yes, it's amazing on Long Island.
Yeah,
it's
even
amazing
in
on
New
Long
York, like all of New York or everywhere.
Well, that's why I said country. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing all right. It's a little rainy out there today, but that's okay. Eric, as you've noticed, is not here.
But we forgot why.
Yeah, we did. We forgot why. I was gonna, of course, go with, he's been suspended, but Sally just, has to tell the truth all the time.
I did.
Now, he'll be here in a few minutes, actually. He will be here in a few minutes. We have a great show for you today. We are going to be talking to Chris Roach in about 10 minutes. And then a little after 12, we're going to be talking to Jen Chapin, daughter of Harry Chapin and a singer in her own right. So it's going to be a lot of fun today. I'm also thinking of...
You are?
Yes, that's it. I'm also thinking. And it hurts. I was also thinking of calling Jackson Gillies.
Oh, nice. Have you been in contact with him other than the mom a little bit?
No.
Oh.
No, I have not. And I look back at some of my conversation with the mother. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Ken. Hello, Jim. Jack. Ken. Jack. Ken. Jack. Ken. Bonnie. Jack. Ken. Bonnie. Bonnie.
Okay,
Jack.
move on.
So I went back and was looking at the text between his mother and I, and I realized that according to the text messages, he should be in New York right now.
Oh, okay.
So I texted him this morning and I got no answer. So that just makes me mad. So I think we should call him.
Yeah, because I think one of the reasons why we didn't call him was because he's out in California, and we're thinking the 3-hour time difference.
Correct.
And he's young, so he probably sleeps till noon.
Low life.
Yeah, so, I think that's a great idea. Why not?
Do you?
I do.
All right. I received some... oh, hello, Ed Gebhardt, Baldy. I received some response yesterday from our show talking about prostitutes.
What do you mean? Like people, private messaged you and said, hey, great talk about prostitution?
Well, I didn't say that.
Oh.
I just said response. Yeah, I did get some messages where people actually were not... I was going to say not... They didn't like... I was going to say they didn't like the show, but that was wrong. They're not. People were responding saying they're not in favor of legalizing it. They're just thinking that it's going to spread more disease, that it's going to make the trafficking issue a bigger problem.
Isn't it just the opposite, though?
Well, I'm just telling you what. Hello, Chris Corvell. That's the response I got. People were saying, yeah, it's going to spread more disease. You're putting dirtbag pimps. You're making them legit. There were. I received some response. People that were not in favor of it, and I'm thinking. And I even said at one point, well, I'm thinking about the poor guy, who, maybe can't get it any other way, and screw it. If he's got to pay for it, who cares? As long as they're consenting adults. And no, that didn't.
Yeah, who goes to a prostitute? I'm
People.
curious who the main group of people that go.
What do you mean, like an age group?
Well, not so much an age group, but it's like, married, unmarried, young, old, like what?
All the above. I don't know. I'm guessing. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would think.
I do not know.
Everybody wants the sex.
Like, I wonder what percentage of
5.
people have gone and who makes it like a regular thing.
Oh, look at that. Jack Skya says, hi,
Hey, Jack.
Sally. Doesn't have anybody else. Son of a bitch. Hitting on you again.
I love Jack.
No, what's the deal? Oh, yeah? Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And so can you, speaking of prostitution. Jack, weren't you just down were you down here this weekend or something?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, my goodness.
You started it.
No, Jack started it, apparently.
Yeah, I think he was seeing Big Shot.
Hello, Mike Gareb. I think these are all Chapin people. All excited to hear Jen. We're talking to Chris Roach in about 10 minutes. Very, 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 very funny comedian. Star of Kevin Can Wait with Kevin James. Star of Comedians on Hockey, Not Another Puckin' Podcast, right here on govsradio.com. And he also has another podcast. What is it? Long Island Explained, it's called. Chris Roach, very funny comedian. He's actually going to be at Governor's here in Levittown this weekend. Saturday, that is. He's going to be doing a taping for a new album. That's Saturday, doing 2 shows. But Friday night, you can go out east to Bohemia and go to McGuire's Friday night, where he's also going to be. And he's also taping there as well. So he'll be taping a total of 3 shows. Friday night at McGuire's in Bohemia, he's taping a show. Then here at Governor's in Levittown, Saturday night, where he's doing 2 shows, recording them both for a CD. Jack says married men go to prostitutes.
Like more so than single guys?
I don't know. He just wrote married men. Jack doesn't speak in complete sentences.
Well, he's very, distinct. He got right to the point.
He's Tarzan.
And why? Because if you're, married, you don't want to, pick up a girl and have it get back to your wife or something. That's why.
Oh, now he says hi to me. Hi, Jack. Thank you. Thank you. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about this kid in Huntington? This poor... It's hot in here, man.
No.
Is the air conditioner on?
Yep.
It is. I'm sweating already.
Yeah, you are. You're all glistening.
Glistening.
Misting. I don't know.
Misting.
I'm misting.
Do you hear about this poor kid in Huntington?
No.
An autistic child in Huntington. I believe, he's in middle school. He was in the library because apparently in this school, you're allowed to go to the library if you want to use your phone for whatever. So him and a few friends were at the library. And apparently there was a substitute in the library who did not know you're allowed to use your phones in the library.
Yeah.
So she started yelling at all the kids.
Oh, boy.
And she starts yelling at this poor 14-year-old autistic boy who got scared and split.
Like he just ran?
He not only did he leave the library.
He kept running.
I was running. He left the school.
Yeah.
Made his way home, even though he had to cross a few major roads. Made his way home.
And he's never walked home from school before?
I don't know.
Oh.
He walks into his house. Thank God his mother is there. And she's like, what are you doing here? Tells her that he got yelled at. So she brings him back to the school. The school didn't even know this kid was gone. School didn't even know this kid was gone. Then demanded an apology from the kid. The school demanded an apology. They said, you go back to that sub and you apologize for fighting with her.
Oh.
The mother said, no way, my son will not do that. Well, they suspended him for 5 days.
No.
And
Get out of town.
And it's the end of the school year, and
this poor kid.
And he's graduating middle school, so he's graduating middle school. It's the end of the year. He missed what I don't know what it's called when they get all the kids together at the end of the school day to sign each other's yearbooks.
No.
He missed
I'm going to cry.
He missed a couple of other end of the year events at school. This autistic kid suspended for 5 days.
You can't give that back. It's not like you can just take it off this record. You don't get that day back.
Absolutely right. So shame on you. It's Huntington. I don't know if it's Huntington School District or South Huntington School District. My apologies. I don't know that. But shame on you, whatever school you are, for doing that to this poor young autistic boy. And they do have a room. I don't know what it's called. A timeout room, a safe room. Apparently it's a room where if him or his classmates are getting upset over something, they can go to this room and, relax. Well, according to his parents, this poor kid has been bullied in that room. So him running to that room is not an option.
Yeah, not exactly a safe place.
And he has a history of, what do you call it, ditching, like taking off when there's a situation.
Yeah.
So they know that about the boy. But so
his fight and flight mechanism is going
thank you.
strong.
That's the term I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah.
So so shame on you, Huntington schools, and do right by that kid. Damn
It's too late. He already missed his yearbook thing, but learn from it. And why would you do that? That's horrible.
Yep. Well, yeah, you're right. What do you do to make up for that?
It's done. His whole life, he's not going to have anyone sign his. You know what they should do? They should he should bring his yearbook in and be able to go to wherever he wants and have people sign it. That would make it right.
But you're right, though. I mean, it probably is too late because there's probably not even classes now. Classes are probably done. They're probably just doing finals and regents.
Yeah, my kids are just doing finals and regents.
Yeah, I mean, it's what? June 18th? Yeah, it's classes are done, man. So this poor kid, he won't. So he's gonna have to look for kids during the summer or wait till the fall when he's in high school to get kids to sign his middle school yearbook.
This is so sad.
If he's even in Huntington schools, man. If I was the parents, that would probably be one of my demands. You are now paying for my son to go to this other school that is more special needs friendly.
Yeah. Can you imagine those 5 days for the parents?
Yeah, right.
They must have been out of their skin.
Well, and that's the thing, too. I'm sure this kid, the thing is, he didn't do anything wrong. He's allowed to use his phone in the library, so he doesn't even know what he's in trouble for.
Right.
So I'm sure these 5 days I'm sure the whole experience has just been hell for this kid. I don't know the kid. I have no idea his level of functioning, but I'm going to be brave enough to say that he probably doesn't understand what the hell just happened here.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, I hope so. I hope he doesn't know, but, Oi.
Oi.
Hello, Bruno.
Hey, good morning, Bruno.
Hey, Benny.
Jack says, cab driver didn't speak English, Spanish, or Italian, took us to a Hampton Inn and not the Comfort Inn. It was a great show.
Okay, when he went to see Mike.
What'd you do? Did you see Mike? Did you see the Lords? What'd you do?
I think he saw Big Shot.
Bruno says good morning again because he spelled your name right this time.
Oh,
we weren't going to say anything, Bruno. We were not going to say anything.
I'm really not sensitive about that, but thank you. Where did you hear about this? On News 12 or where'd you hear about it?
I have my sources. My people. No, I saw it on the patch.
Okay.
I read it on the patch. And now I'm going to now have an even worse story for you tonight. Worse story for you now.
Nothing's worse than that.
No, this is worse because it
Can't be.
involves me.
You didn't get to sign your yearbook?
No, I signed I think I did sign my own yearbook.
Did you really?
To Tony. You suck. To Tony. No, this is worse because I'm involved. Tonight, I'm going out. What's with
You
the
are.
face?
Well, I was waiting for so far I know tonight's going to be a great night for you, so I'm wondering why it's sad news.
It's going to be a great night for me? Well, it'll be great because I'm with my daughter.
Right.
But I'm taking my daughter to see Ariana Grande.
She loves her, though.
She does.
Every time you get in the car, Sammy either wants her or Sheryl Crow played. She just loves her. Like you go into, anything around her, T-shirts has her on it. She loves her.
No, she does. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, I don't. I don't love Ariana. I mean.
Do you not love her?
I
Really?
I almost said I not.
Like you don't have respect for her as an artist.
I do have respect for her as an artist. I think she has a great singing voice.
She was great on iCarly.
I did. I thought she was very funny on.
I thought she was one of the better ones on iCarly.
Not iCarly. Victorious.
Victorious. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
She was with the red hair. No, I thought she was very funny on there. I do. I think she's a very talented girl, but I'm not a fan of her music. And I don't think the music she sings really shows off her voice.
Yeah, she's got a beautiful voice. But that's what I mean. You should be a fan because she's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah, but the music she does doesn't really show that.
Her music isn't annoying.
Yeah,
it's pleasant. I mean, it's not your rock and roll Paul McCartney
No, it's
stuff.
teeny bopper, flavor of the day type.
It's not annoying, though.
It's a little bit annoying. There's some of that.
I think you could
rap.
have a lot more to complain about with some of the artists that are out there. She's one of the good ones.
Oh, but yeah, all right, I'll agree with that. There's definitely worse people I could go to see who I don't want to see, but
Yeah,
I
and
still-
she'll have
I
a great
don't
time.
like
You'll have
that.
a good time. Madison Square Garden.
Yes, MSG.
Nice.
Maybe Billy Joel will show up because he works there.
Yeah, like he forgot something and he had to come back to get it. And then he's like,
On the stage.
Hey, Mr. Walker, I think I might have left my cell phone underneath your chair. That
Yes,
would be
way
cool.
out in the I'm sitting, like in another state, but yes, Billy Joel left his watch there.
That would be great. I hope that happens for you.
Let's hope. I won't be holding my breath for that. Thank you, Ken Bichelle. He says, I am Dad of the Year. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
And she didn't even ask to go. Like, you thought of it. So it's really kind of you are Dad of the Year, You
That's interesting.
You put yourself into this.
That's interesting.
Even though you're complaining.
It's freezing.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Talk for a minute.
Yeah, I'll talk. Are we frozen?
It was a second ago.
I'm just saying out loud what I'm writing.
Yeah, I'm getting the red here.
Oh, mother of Christ. Really? It's funny. There hasn't been any problems whatsoever for, a couple of weeks.
You think I did anything wrong?
No.
Is this on?
What?
No, it's not.
You want me to put it on?
Yeah, put it on.
Yeah. No, I watched you kind of do your thing back there. You looked fine.
I would swear I did all right.
Ken
yeah,
said it is a bit glitchy, but that's not you and how you set it up.
It's red right now, man.
Oh, it's moving, if that makes you feel better.
Well, you're watching, but you're watching on the delay.
Yeah.
It's a solid red. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a red. I haven't seen green since I walked in here.
Yeah, it's still glitchy. Oh, man. Well, at least we have the show today is just phone calls, so that won't be messed up.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, just on Gov's radio. At least that'll go through.
Yeah, but the video is going to be screwed up no matter what.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, at least the two people aren't coming in and it's all glitched out.
All right, well, now it's green again. Oh, and there it goes. Oh, man.
So I'm going to tell Mike.
Well,
Yeah, I'll tell him.
I don't know. Do we shut it down and start again?
I don't know. I like when he goes into it and, does it really. We are in.
All right, well, I'm not making any phone calls until until this is fixed.
I'm telling him right now.
Oh man. All right. Well, now it looks good. Sorry, guys, for the glitches.
I almost sent, because it auto-corrected. I typed to Mike, "We are interrupted," and it auto-corrected to, "We are infuriated."
Yeah, but that's what you sent? We are interrupted? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to get it out to him really quick so he gets it.
Yeah,
and
but
then
he's not going to know what that. He's not going to know what that
I'm
means.
going to explain. I don't want you would like to do a whole big paragraph and take 30 seconds before he gets it. I like to go boink and then I explain.
I know, but nobody speaks Sally.
Mike does. Mike speaks Sally just fine.
I would have sent the video keeps freezing.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it.
Nah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Oh, and it's red again. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Bonnie said it's completely frozen.
Yep.
Oh, Mike's on.
Hi, Mike. We're having issues, Mike.
Yeah, it just kind of like lagged a bit and then went, and then it froze and then said interrupted. And then when Tony went back there, it was all red. But then it went green. And then some people are saying it seems better now, but then it'll just freeze again. So it's like old stuff.
Yeah, I'm sitting there watching the replay. Well, not the relay, the delay. We're on what you guys are seeing. It's actually like a minute behind of what we're.
Yeah.
Of real time, I guess I should say.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you guys for. These people are saying it's back. It's back. All right.
All right. Okay.
All right. Now, what's the deal? Roach is calling us, or we're calling him?
I just sent him the number. I mean, he works here, so he knows the number, but I just figured I'd make it easier on him, so I texted him the number, so I'm hoping he's calling in.
All right. Yeah, see, there it is. It's frozen there. Now I'm getting broadcast interrupted.
Yeah, me too. Mike's typing.
Yeah, see, now that it's coming in.
He said, "Thanks, Sally, for explaining so much to me in a most awesome way. I get you, even though Tony never gets you.
Ken Bichelle.
I get you."
Ken Bichelle says his wife speaks Sally. Yeah, stuck again. Oh, my God. Yep, frozen again. Thank you.
Do you think Eric did it?
Right. Oh, man.
Oh, here comes the phone. Could be Chris.
You're live on the Knockem Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
It's Chris Roach.
Yay!
Whoa, Chris Roach. How are you, sir?
Hi.
Are you awake? Do you guys sleep all morning long? Is that what you guys do?
Yeah, pretty common. Yeah, we sleep. We're not morning people, but the funny thing is, every time we do these gigs on the road, they want us to call on radio. It's always like sometimes 8 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, and I was just sleeping, and my alarm was going off, and it was part of my dream. My alarm's going off, and I mean, and in my dream, I'm hearing my alarm go off, and it's really going off. And finally, I woke up.
Are you sure? You sound like you're still out cold right now.
That's much better than the people that they dream they're peeing and then they wake up and they did. Yeah, that's worse.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, it happens.
Never happened to me.
Me either, but.
Not me. Maybe when I was 13, but that's another story.
Hey, you brought a tear to my eye the other day with that video with the Carpenters playing in the background.
Oh, yeah, the Carpenters always. Yeah, something about the Carpenters always get me emotional. Karen Carpenter's voice.
Yep, that sweet, angelic voice.
Always brings me back to when I'm like 5 years old. And you're not fat, Karen.
This is us. We're hugging you, Chris. We're hugging you right now.
You're not fat, Karen. You're
not fat.
Just eat.
So congratulations on another season of Not Another Pucking Podcast.
Oh, thanks, buddy. That was a lot of fun. Anthony DiDomenico and I, we didn't hit each other, so that was a success.
It's always a good thing.
Always a good thing. And we wrapped it up with Dave Schultz from the Flyers, which was really cool. He was a terror back in the 70s. That guy.
And what'd you think of the Stanley Cup, the final?
Crazy. The whole playoffs was just crazy. Any team I thought was going to win lost. So it was good to bet against whatever I thought, because it was just nuts. The top 4 teams that in each division all got knocked out in the first round. It was just crazy.
Nice. Wow.
And when does it start again? Because for me, because I don't really know hockey, like it seems like I didn't even know that there was a season. I just thought it was all the time. Like, when does it start again?
It starts up in, I think it's usually around October 3rd, around the October 2nd or 3rd is like the first game. But the preseason starts like mid-September. And that's a lot of fun because you get to see like some of the rookies. Like some of them don't end up playing that season, but you get to look at some of the new guys.
Right, you get a feel for what's to come. Right.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Nice. The so I last time I saw you was here a few weeks ago. You were doing something in the little room with a bunch of kids.
That doesn't sound good.
This is the little room, and for all of you who do what I say, we bring you to the big room.
Oh my goodness!
Could you be a little more specific, please? You're in a little room with a bunch of kids.
Chris was never alone with a child. We'll say that right now. You're welcome. I can vouch for him.
All right, moving along. Forget that whole thing.
Thanks a lot, Tony.
I was just going
to. My friend.
Now he's awake.
Okay. My friend Lori, she has an acting school in Bethpage, and I helped teach one of the classes. It was a sitcom class, so she decided to have like a little, almost like a graduation show from each one of her classes. Some of the kids came up and they did a scene, and a couple other adult students came up. They did some monologues, and it was really cool.
Yeah, that sounds. They seem like really nice kids.
And you looked terrified in the pictures I saw.
Yeah, I was on stage with them, and I'm first of all I'm claustrophobic, and you put me on stage with 10 kids, and I'm like, oh man, thank God I got my flu shot.
You're claustrophobic? A big guy,
little bit, yeah.
A big guy like you must be get scared every time he walks into the little room.
I'm also afraid of heights. Every time I stand up, it takes me a while.
Not this tall again.
All right. So, all right. One more quick question, then I'll get to the reason you're calling. On your Facebook is a picture with you and Pacino. It looks like a scene. What movie is that?
That was a independent film I did. It was called The Humbling, and it went right to video, which was very humbling. It was very, it went right to,
was it a drama?
Yeah, it's actually a sad. It's got a lot of funny parts, but it's actually sad because he plays a. Oh, you guys hear that? That's my alarm going off again.
Yeah.
Let me turn on. Okay, he actually plays a Shakespearean actor who loses grip with reality. Like he can't tell the difference between what's stage and what's real because he's been doing it so long.
Wow.
And it's there's some scenes in it that are really sad, but I got to I got this part, and it was like I was hoping I would get to meet him before the scene, but they literally put me on my mark, and they were like, "Al, we're ready for you," and he comes walking down the steps, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's Al Pacino!"
Wow!
And the whole time in my head, I'm like, "You belong here. You belong here. You belong here. You belong here. You've worked hard. You belong here."
Absolutely.
And he was so cool. He was so cool.
And did he stop and say, "Whoa, it's Chris Roach"?
And I don't think so.
I
don't think there was one moment where I think they were switching cameras or something like that. So there was like a minute or two between takes, and he's just looking around the room, and I'm looking around the room, and at one moment I looked at him, I was like, "Holy shit, it's Al Pacino!" And I was like, "Oh my God."
He didn't give you any advice or anything?
What's that?
And he didn't give you any advice or tips or anything?
No, you know what? I bought this long black. Oh,
Penis.
I was a detective. And I went to like this big and tall shop, and I bought this long overcoat to look like a detective, and I was gonna. It was like $150. I'm like, I'm never gonna wear this again, so I'm gonna return it afterwards. And when the scene was over, I wasn't looking at him. I was looking to the side, and he came over and he patted me on the chest. He was like, "You gave me a lot of good stuff to work with. Thank you so much." And
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I said to myself, I'm never returning this jacket. I'm never returning this jacket.
Like Marsha Brady when Davy Jones kissed her cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like that.
Marsha.
What's up, Chris? I'm here now. Eric's here. I showed up.
Hey, Eric.
I got here late. I had to get here. I had to drive my kid to a thing.
Oh,
I got a question for you. Though.
Yeah.
Why are you the worst hockey player in the family?
Oh boy.
I heard that Tommy's better. I heard Sean's better. What's going on? Why are you everybody saying you're the worst hockey player in your family?
Well, that wasn't always the case, sir. In my 20s, I was okay, but I stopped playing for quite a while. Like, they continued to play.
Right.
And I stopped playing. I just, I don't know why. I guess 'cause I don't know why I stopped playing. I guess I was having back spasms, and I realized I wasn't going to the NHL at 35 years old. So I stopped playing, and now I'm getting back into it.
Now you're going to be better than them?
Now they're going to see. Yeah, now they'll see. I'm going to be 51. I'm going to the NHL now.
That's all. You can still be a coach.
Oh, I can't coach. I almost killed a parent one time. I can't coach.
Why'd you kill a
His
parent?
parents crazy. They lived through their kids. And there was one game I was coaching. I was actually coached like 2 seasons. And one game I was coaching, and one of the parents they were making fun of a kid on my team because he was a heavy set.
Right.
And I had words with one of the parents, and they got fresh in the mouth, and I snapped a little bit, and I said to myself, I can't coach. I'll end up on TMZ or something like that,
I've been to a few youth hockey games. My kids don't play, but friends of mine, their kids play, and if they're close, I'll go see them. Hockey parents, I have to say, are the worst.
Why?
Are the worst. Because first of all, I would say 90% of them have probably never been on skates.
Right.
And then they're sitting there just yelling and screaming. Half of them don't even, and then the other half don't even know what they're talking about when they're screaming.
Right.
I'm like, the kid was in perfect position. And they're like, really? He was? I'm like, yeah, leave him alone. And then I would say hockey, soccer, then football, then baseball. I'd say that's the parents, how bad they are.
Crazy. My one
Basketball.
nephew, he's probably about like 16 now, but when he was like 8, we had him play goalie, and his first game, he's nervous. He's outside in the parking lot. He doesn't want to come in. He's crying. We talked him into it, and he finally gets into the net, and one of the first plays he does is he covers the ball. It's like a deck hockey game. He covers the ball.
Right.
And one of the parents stands up, come on, play the ball. Let's go.
Oh, my God. At 8 years old.
Yeah, I'm like, shut the hell up, lady. Meanwhile, it took him. It took us like so much just to get him out there for the first time.
Yeah, and now they got the pressure of the parents screaming from the sidelines.
It's crazy. Like the one rink in Smithtown, at least they put up signs to keep the parents in check. Like, remember, it's just a game, and these are kids, and the ref isn't getting paid. But I played with this one rink where the parents were absolute lunatics. Screaming, cursing. There was a fist fight,
and that was you. And that was your parents. Just you watching you.
It was my parents.
It's just watching you.
I'm a dad, but I actually made up signs on my computer for the guy. I'm like, you got to put these out there because parents need to, they need to keep things in check. It's just a game,
right? Yeah.
This one coach and I were like screaming at each other one time, and I said to the guy, listen. We're in Selden in a warehouse. This doesn't matter. Why are you getting so excited?
Right.
Why are you getting so excited? Yeah, there's no scouts here. Relax, pal.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was it for my coaching.
That was it for your coaching career. So that's when you went into acting, right?
Yeah, I told the parent, I said, I'll beat you with your kid. Okay. This is it. I can't do this anymore.
All right, so this weekend, the big weekend, you got a show at McGuire's in Bohemia on Friday. You're here at Governor's in Levittown twice on Saturday. You are doing a live taping. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah, this company, 800 Pound Gorilla Records, are coming out, and they're going to be recording me. Both shows on Saturday, and then we'll take whatever we like from the mix, and hopefully a lot of it will end up on Sirius XM. That's the goal, is to get some content out onto Sirius XM. But, I've been going over my material, and some of the stuff I've been doing so long I can't stand even listening to myself anymore.
So you're just recording on the two shows on Saturday, not Friday?
Yeah, just the two shows on Saturday.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm glad because I said earlier that you were taping all three. All right, I won't say that anymore.
That's okay. That's okay. But I will be at McGuire's on Friday. That'll be like a test run,
Right, okay. Cool. Very nice. And then so you record the shows, and then are you recording others, or it's just they're going to take what the best of those two shows and then get them out?
Yeah, we'll kind of like make a CD out of it.
Oh, nice.
Even though it's not a real, who makes CDs anymore? But what do you call them anymore? It used to be I'm making an album,
right?
Making a CD.
I'm making a stream. Well, that sounds like peeing. Stream. That's like peeing.
That's like me. That's like making peeps.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm putting out an MP3. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's
putting out content.
I'm putting out content.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound rock and roll, though. Hey, I made an album. Or I made a record. Now it's, hey, I made content.
I see comedians too posting, "Hey, I'm recording an album this Sunday," and like, all right, I guess
you could still use it. I guess people know what you're talking about when you say that.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. Oh well, very nice. That's and that's great. You chose Governors to do it.
Of course. Where else is he going to go?
That's right.
World famous Governors.
And then I also see you have you're going to be at the Long Island International Film Expo in Belmore. Actually, and Jackie the Joke Man will be there too. What are you doing? Are you judging? What are you doing?
No, I just they asked me to present a couple of the awards for whatever best cinematography, best film, best, and I do the best not to make an ass out of myself, but
Well, hopefully it's the winner's a hot girl, so she'll come up and give you a big kiss as she celebrates.
Oh my word!
That would be my hope.
I'm only married Ron Kokomo.
What the?
That'd be your dream.
Do you go when you go on the train? Going to a hockey game or something? Do you get people coming up to you singing the Ron Kokomo song now, or what?
Some people recognize me from it.
Nice. Recorded right here in this very studio.
That's right.
That's right.
That is right.
History made right here.
Somebody recognized me at the McDonald's drive-thru one time. Hey, you're the Ron Kokomo guy.
No way. That's cool.
Very nice. And then my buddy recognized you on the train a few weeks ago. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
Poor Chris. He's trying to just go into the city, and people are bugging him. And
what was that guy? He was really nice.
Yeah, he is. His name is Jeff. He's a good guy. He's a fireman, so God bless him. But
yes.
Yeah, and he was bugging you with pictures, and he's texting me, "I'm with Chris Roach." I'm like, leave the guy alone.
Oh my God.
Nice guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Great guy. So, all right, so that's this weekend, Saturday at Governor's right here in Levittown. You got a name for this album yet? Or you got any plans?
I don't know. You know what I thought about doing is taking 4 names and putting it on Facebook or something and letting people pick.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I got this baseball hat I ordered from a company called BigHats.com because I got a big head. And
the Susquehanna Hat Company.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Thanks.
And inside the stitching, it reads cranially endowed.
It does not.
I swear to God,
oh my
it does.
goodness.
And if that's not trademarked, I'm like, that. I kind of like that.
That's a good one. Yeah, I would go with that.
I love
I like
that.
that a lot. I think you just figued it out.
Yeah, that's
cranially
fantastic.
endowed.
Wow, that's really
great.
That's great.
Cranially endowed.
All right,
that's
so
a big gene onto my kid.
Did you ask him about not another pucking podcast?
I did.
It's over?
Yes, it's over now for the
the
season.
season.
And you guys are coming back in October when the season starts, yes?
Yeah, we're going to come back. There's a lot of exciting things to talk about. There's a lot of things happening.
Oh, okay.
And
Very
how
nice.
do you like the Trouba trade?
You
can't not like it.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but of course I like Pionk. He was like he had little flashes of excellence, but it wasn't consistent. But still,
Right, but it was also his first year.
Yeah, it's true.
So give it to
you know.
Yeah, Trouba's a good player. He's a stud out there.
Yeah.
So you guys will be happy with that. But now, does this mean the rebuild is over and the Rangers are going right for that free agent? That old tried and true free agency rebuild that they try every 10 years and it doesn't work and they try again?
I hope not. I hope they just stay with the youth.
I don't know. Well, because Davidson's back now, and he might have said, "Hey, we're not doing that anymore. We're doing this."
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So Trouba and Panarin and who else knows? Duchesne, is he going to go after all of them, or is he going to just sit there and say, trading away the future for right now and then screw it up again?
I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't do that, because a lot of times what they would do is they would trade for an all-star that was like in the last few years of their career, just
right.
almost like sell tickets.
Right. The only one that really that it really worked was St. Louis. He was the only one that really provided that spark and that leadership. I mean, Nash was a total disaster.
Nash. I mean, Gretzky was fun. It was fun to have Gretzky on a couple of years, but
right.
You can go way back to when they got Marcel Dion.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
They've been doing it a long time.
Long time. Well, they got Gretzky, they got Yager, they got Lindros was a little bit younger. He gave them a few good years, but then really that was about it.
Yeah, and this is the first time I ever remember them cleaning house like that, so it's pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
We shall see, sir.
You will
it's
see.
Be good. I think the future of New York hockey and the Islanders, too, is bright, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so, because the Islanders fans deserve it. Three decades of nonsense.
You all deserve it.
No, the Rangers don't deserve it.
Absolutely.
Well, because they have a chance every year.
Yeah.
Regardless. Like, they could put the money in. They got, they have. The Islanders were just neglected for so long. And then even when they did get somebody who didn't neglect them, he was half incompetent, half crazy. I mean, thank you for not moving them, Mr. Wong. Rest in peace. Wong, whatever your name was. Rest in peace. But
he's dead.
Yeah, he died.
When?
Last year.
Oh,
yeah.
Did he?
The Islanders have a goalie in the KHL, which is the European League. He won like the Conn Smythe, which is the MVP of the playoffs. So.
Ilya Sorokin.
Yeah, and the Rangers have that other guy, the other goalie they just signed that's supposed to be like a phenom, so we'll see.
Yeah, so hopefully things work out well. Because it's much more exciting in this area when they're both in the playoffs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. All right, well, there you go. Chris Roach, come see him this weekend at Governor's on Saturday. Levittown, 2 shows for the taping of a new album, as well as Friday at Bohemia at McGuire's.
Cranially endowed.
There you go. Thank you, pal. I appreciate the call as always. Appreciate the support, man.
Thanks so much,
My
Chris.
pleasure. Love you guys.
Right back at you. See you, Chris.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Chris
Roach. Great guy. Always supportive. That's very nice. So it appears things are okay?
I don't know.
At the beginning of the call, it was still bad, but the past 5 minutes or so, it looks like it's okay.
Okay.
The YouTube and Gov's radio feed is fine. It's just Facebook.
That's weird.
So if you want to go on YouTube, you can comment there if you want to go on YouTube. Gov's radio, you can't comment, which stinks. So, and hopefully we'll have that ability soon on govsradio.com. But if you want to comment and see the full stream without any cutting out, you can go to YouTube.
Yeah, Mike seemed to think it was just a Facebook thing.
Well, I've been watching both, and those two are fine.
I've been watching both. How was Teresa's show? Was it cutting out on then?
No.
That's so weird.
No.
And we were fine too until about maybe 10 minutes in. All of a sudden, it just started, and it was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that, like, at first when it was fixed, I was always surprised that it worked. And now I'm at the point where, like, I'm like, oh, what's going on with the screen? Oh, not that again. You know, it's like,
Yeah, so hopefully it stays that way. I also noticed the govsradio.com and the YouTube, the delay is not as long as Facebook. In fact, it's not that long ago. The heck of beating. It's not that long at all, actually. I was surprised. I didn't know that.
And at first with Boxcast, like when I would start the show, it would take 2 minutes for it to actually start broadcasting. Now it seems to just be a minute. I don't know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you're right. All right, so that was Chris Roach. Nice of him to call in. Go see him this weekend at one of the Governor's Comedy Clubs. You can see him if you come Saturday to one of his 2 shows here at Governor's in Levittown. You can see his taping of a live album.
And you better start laughing.
Yeah. Laugh really loud so you can hear yourself in the album.
Like Max Cady from...
Like Tatey, the prostitute?
Max Cady. Oh, we're talking about... Oh, did you call that even prostitutes
today?
No,
no, I was actually telling Sally before you got here that...
Yes. She called back?
No.
Oh.
No, that we received some, not negative feedback, but people who were against legalization.
I'll tell you. Against legalization, but not against us talking about it.
No.
Oh, I was like, what?
No. Just us.
I don't know if I'm for or against it. I was just messing around yesterday. If we were getting serious.
Yeah, no. Nobody was seriously complaining about us. No.
But listen, it's out there anyway. That's the way I look at it. It's out there anyway, and if you can protect the women and they're not forced into it like they are now, then it's probably a better thing.
And that was the viewpoint of a particular person who said, they feel the trafficking would get worse. Actually,
you think it would get worse?
I'm telling you what was said to me, and even the spread of disease would be worse. And one thing that
worse.
I don't know if I agree with it or not, but that's what was said. But one thing I do agree with that was said to me was that they were against these piece of shit pimps being made legit, and which I agree with that. Yeah. Hey, you're live on the Knockem Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
Hey, what is up, KDC Radio? This
hey,
is Rick Beck.
What do you say there, RB?
WKDC.
I'm calling in. Yeah. I'm calling in with a movie review, guys.
Ooh.
Now, okay, you wanted me to see that zombie movie, right? I didn't get a chance to go to the movies.
Okay.
That does look good, though. What was that called?
The Dead Don't Die.
Dead Don't Die. That looks like a good one, Tony.
The Dead Don't Die.
Triple D.
I'm going to check that out. I'm also seeing Toy Story 4 this weekend.
Oh, that's out?
Yes.
I have to just see it. It's a Pixar movie. I was really not looking forward to that because of the fact that 3 ends pretty well.
It was a perfect ending.
So
I didn't
perfect.
see it.
Toy Story is a great trilogy. It totally holds up. So I heard 4 was coming. I'm like, oh, no, they're ruining it. But the reviews are really good.
In me. Sing it, Rick.
Dude, the reviews are, you got a friend in me.
Wow.
I haven't heard it in a while, but Toy Story 4 has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. And that's pretty great. Out of like 115 reviews or something, so it's not like 2 people reviewed it. So I'm seeing it on Friday, and I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
But I caught up with a 2018 movie. I saw the new A Star is Born on HBO.
Oh, boy.
I really liked it. Did you guys see it? Is that your Bradley Cooper impression?
Aha! You got it.
His mumbling got a bit much, but I still really liked it. I thought he was very good for the most part, and I really liked Lady Gaga. This is her first time headlining a movie, and she was not, this is not a Madonna situation where it's an awful, pop star trying to be an actress. This is like a really good
legit talent.
Her singing, I had heard that song,
The Shallows.
The Shallow.
Yes.
I had heard it like on the radio kind of. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But in the movie, I loved it. The scene where they're making it up and they perform it, I thought it was great.
You want me to sing it to you, Rick?
Yeah, definitely. I want to be serenaded. Serenading her. All right, good job.
No good, huh? Sorry, man. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. All right.
So, okay, you've seen it. Did Sally, Tony, you guys see
I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it. Okay. Although I will disagree
I won't say too much.
I will disagree with you, though. I think,
go ahead.
I think Madonna is a good actress.
Really?
Yes.
I think she was all right at first. She was in that Desperately Seeking Susan. I
Yes.
thought she was good in that.
Yes.
She was
You
great
know,
in A
that
League
was-
of Their Own. She was great in that.
Yes.
Okay, I have to see A League of Their Own.
What?
I've never seen that whole
You've
movie.
never seen that?
Yeah.
That's your.
No.
Put everything down. Put everything down.
Oh my God!
That is your assignment.
You
for
are
this
a
week.
disgusting human being.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I don't even. You are. Oh my.
You call yourself a film critic?
I'm really the worst.
What is the
I
matter
have
with
seen,
you?
You're punished.
Well, I have seen the 70s version of A Star Is Born with Barbara Streisand. And,
Don't deflect. We're talking about A League of Their Own now, and how you didn't see it, and how you suck as a person.
It's true. I do. I need to get on that.
What's the matter with you?
All right.
We're shooting
so
you, Rick.
League of Their Own. League of Their Own will shoot up to the top of my my
Nice.
movie list.
I can't even. I'm
Yeah,
like,
see that before the zombie movie.
I'm like shocked. Shocked.
I know. It's bad. I've seen scenes from it.
That
You know,
doesn't
I've seen
count.
Rosie O'Donnell's in
God,
it.
There's
please.
no crying in baseball scene. But I've never actually sat and watched the whole movie.
It's a really good movie.
I have
I don't even
heard
wanna talk
only
to him
great
anymore.
things about it.
I don't even want to talk to them until he sees it. This is how disgusted I am. All right, give us your stupid final review on Stars Born, because I'm so disgusted. How did you not see that movie?
What was I, like 4 when it came out?
Tell the
please.
boss you're not feeling good and you need to go home and rent that movie immediately.
Really?
All right. That's a completely legitimate excuse.
And it's a good reason. It's worth it. It's worth time off from work for.
Absolutely.
You'll
Okay.
be really happy you
All
saw
right,
it.
excellent.
It's one of those things you have to see.
See it
Oh yeah, I
tonight.
definitely will.
Gosh.
I'm doing a Toy Story marathon because my sister does not remember the Toy Story movies, so I have to educate her.
I
We're
didn't see
watching
3.
1, 2, and 3. 3 is probably it's a masterpiece. Go check that out, Tony.
3 is a masterpiece?
It's really good.
really good.
Yeah, like
Really?
when
Toy
I
Story
saw it in the
3?
theater,
Absolutely.
and I was towards the end, I was just like, I mean, normally like I'll tear up in touching movies, but I was like,
No, I thought one
She
was a
tears
masterpiece.
up when she watches porn?
Yes,
cathartic.
absolutely. I thought
Touching
1 was a
movies.
masterpiece. Would this be better or worse than 1?
All 3 of them are like practically.
I don't.
on the
I'm
same
so happy
level.
I saw both. I can't.
I did. I love 2 also, but I thought 1 was like perfect.
I thought 3 was great.
Better than 1?
It was really, really good.
I think.
Really?
I think they're
yeah,
equal.
and I'll jump on Sally's bandwagon there. I definitely teared up. I'm like, I was like, all right, hold that back. I'm not crying.
And then I sit there with Kevin, who just turns and laughs at me. I'm
Right.
like, I'm crying because you fuck.
Mike Scudero says A League of Their Own. I can't believe this disgusting human being is still on the phone.
I feel so deeply ashamed.
You should.
I don't blame you.
You should be.
Mission accomplished there.
He's
Yes.
like the Steve Bartman of
All right.
movies.
I will wrap up this insulting review.
Please
with,
do.
with giving Stars Born an 8 out of 10. I really like
8
it.
out of 10.
Wow. Okay,
All
you
right.
really like
Should-
it that much?
Last question on A Star Is Born. Last
Sure.
question on A Star Is Born. Should there have been more nudity?
I mean, I suppose Bradley Cooper could have gotten.
No,
more.
I'm talking about Lady Gaga. I think she showed her
there was
boobs in one scene, right?
You got to see Lady Gaga.
I know, but I wanted to
Very-
see more.
No.
Oh, really? You saw her boobie?
Yeah, in a bush.
Really?
Yeah, very, very briefly.
Very
Wow.
quickly and briefly, her bush was up too.
Wow.
She stood out of the bath.
Wow.
Oh.
She had full bush.
Yeah,
In the shelter.
I have not seen the Judy Garland version, but I've seen the Barbara Streisand one, and I don't really like that movie. It's such a vanity project for Barbara Streisand, I feel like, compared to this one. This one was just better written, and there was more balance between like the male and the female leads. So definitely check it out.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys.
Thank you,
Have a
Rick.
good one.
You
Thank
too, buddy.
See you.
No problem.
Bye.
Ugh.
Did that? All right. So Sally, while Rick was on the phone, Sally got a scam call.
Yeah.
Was the message left?
No.
Oh, all right. All right. So here's what I like to do then, since they did not leave a message. I was going to say we call
Yeah,
that
but they
back.
called the number, right? They left a number.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Where is it?
You have to look it up. No?
No,
Go to info.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, they did.
See?
All right, call it up. Here's. Oh, you know what? We can give it out.
In the shallow.
Well, all right. It's 516.
Oh.
548 3064.
516-548-3064.
All right. So who's talking? You, Sally?
Oh, sure.
Ooh, it's nice music. Sounds like an Irish scam.
Irish Spring.
Did you know your social security number has been compromised?
Let's get.
Thank you for calling Support First. This is Joe on a recorded line. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Great. Now, I'm with Support First on behalf of Grand Caribbean Cruises. You can press 1 to be removed. And I show here that you or someone in the household enjoys traveling. We're actually looking for a few people willing to spread the word about our cruise liner. And what we would do is have you occupy unused cabin space aboard a magnificent cruise liner for free and generate positive word-of-mouth advertising.
That sounds great.
So what we do is give you a free Bahamas luxury cruise simply to show you a good time, and all we ask in return is that you tell your family and friends about us when you get home. You can do that, right?
Can you say that again?
So what we do is give you a free Bahamas luxury cruise simply to show you a good time, and all we ask in return is that you tell your family and friends about us when you get home. You can do that, right?
Yeah, but what if I wanted to go to the Dominican Republic?
I'm sorry, I don't have the answer to that question, but what I can do is connect you with a specialist who can answer that question for you, okay? Okay. Just let me ask you a couple of questions to make sure you qualify. It will only take a moment. Then I can have you speak to the free cruise vacation specialist that can tell you more about it and answer any questions you have, okay?
Okay.
First off, I need to verify that you're above 21 years of age, correct?
Correct.
Now, in order to board the cruise, you'll need a major credit card or a debit card in your name. You have one, correct?
No.
I completely understand your concern for privacy, and I'm glad you feel this way. We will only be going over basic information, so you don't need to worry about that. Oh, I just need to confirm, that's all. Now, in order to board the cruise, you'll need a major credit card or a debit card in your name. You have one, correct?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
So much for that.
So much for that. That's the end of the call.
All right. Yeah, because that's what we're recording.
Yeah, it's
All
a
right.
total recording. You didn't know that from the beginning?
No, no.
I didn't know it from the beginning, but yeah. All right, so we were talking earlier. Jackson Gillies is, I think he's in town.
Yes.
Or in New York, I should say.
He is in New York, yes.
I text him this morning.
Yes.
I get no response.
Fucking jerk.
I say we call him right now.
I'm not calling.
I'll talk
Aren't
to
we
him.
calling someone in 15 minutes, though?
Yeah, that's not for another 15 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Yeah, so let's
Doesn't he
call-
talk a lot, though?
Well, we'll stop him when it's time to call Jen Chapin. We'll
Okay.
say we got to go.
Oh, right. We're calling.
We have to call Jen Chapin.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is
Yeah.
fancy.
It's a phone call day.
It's a phone call. It's a phone call day. All right, if we get Jackson
Everybody's calling.
Sunshine.
If we get him. Yeah.
All right, here's the thing. If we get
Yeah.
Jackson on, and we had Chris Roach on,
Yeah.
and we have Jen Chapin on,
Yes.
And Ricky Beck.
And Ricky Beck.
and Ricky Becky,
And Scam Guy.
tomorrow is who? Jessica,
Tomorrow Jessica's
allegedly.
True.
Allegedly, Jessica.
Yep.
Thursday is
Elio and Amy.
Elio and Amy.
And I have a few.
And his dad.
And a few surprises are in store for Elio.
Elio.
Yes.
And then
Elio.
Friday, if Mark White comes in,
Oh man, I hope he shows up.
I will qualify this week as a full week of guests because we could take Chris from Tuesday and put him on Monday. Right? Because we have four. If we get Jackson,
I don't know.
That's kind of like cheating.
it is.
When
but
we actually do it, it won't be like the coolest thing ever.
Well, no, it counts because Mark called yesterday. So even
but
though
Mark's
it's the
not
same,
a real guest
why not?
because he calls and watches every day.
He's part of the family, so he doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, no,
When he comes on Friday.
we qualified Derek as a guest when
Did
he
we?
showed up last week.
Yeah, but he showed up as Mr. Pop and Twist. If he showed up as Derek,
All right, so you show up as Brucey.
Ruthie. That doesn't count
Well, then why does Papa Twist count?
because he's Mr. Pop and Twist.
We were calling him Derek.
I'm not Brucey. I don't go actively promoting Brucey.
But he doesn't.
Hi, I'm the Brucey.
I'm the Brucey.
Have Brucey show up at your parties. It's so much fun.
Well, actually,
I'm not some
that's what
weirdo.
Brucey does,
I'm not
actually.
some weirdo who takes a character and thinks people want that character to come to their parties. You know what I'm saying? I'm not some fucking delusional whack
What
job.
hack does that?
I don't know.
Who would do that?
I don't know, but I'm not some delusional hack that thinks, oh my God, I created this great character that people wanted their parties. No, they won't, you psycho. Now go paint a face.
Wow. All right, well, let's just get Jackson on the phone and see what happens.
Okay.
There's his number right there.
Wow, great catching up with you guys. Dunkin' Donuts are the worst, but thanks for the prize. Well, I wanted you to get coffee.
They're the worst, he says?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like Dunkin' Donuts donuts.
Yes.
They're not good donuts.
Is that right?
Not really. You get a fresh donut from like Duck Donuts, and then you compare it to Dunkin' Donuts, and you're like, ugh.
Really?
Duck Donuts, they make they're fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Oh. Yeah, all right, we got it.
Who's this?
Well, we're hopefully getting Jackson.
Okay.
The number you dialed is not in service.
She gave me another bad number?
This guy is.
No, remember we did that the last time? So
No,
like,
but
she just gave you that new?
Either that or this kid's got a burner phone.
We complained, and then she gave me this. Yeah. See? Oh, my God, got your message. Remember we called her?
Yeah.
From here?
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so this was the response to that. Got your message, so sorry I didn't pick up. Here's his number. And she gave me this number.
Is it the same one she gave you last time? Because she might have it wrong.
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
Right, because it might be the same one that she gave you originally, and it could have been wrong then, and she doesn't know her own kid's number.
Or she knew,
But if
or
he's
she
in
knew
town,
exactly what
why
she was
isn't
doing.
it her number?
You know what? It is the same number. It is
See?
the same number that he originally had, so she messed with me.
Yeah.
But why don't we want to call her? Because isn't he staying with her in New York?
No, she doesn't live here.
Oh, okay.
In the shallow.
Should I call her and yell at her again?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, there's her number.
Why are you keeping Jackson Gillies from us? He said we were his favorite interviewers. In the shallow. Hey, you know what's on tonight?
Me on
Sorry,
top.
not sorry.
That? Oh, that.
That,
Sorry.
yes.
I'm like, that's the same number.
Yes.
Sorry, not sorry. Starring
is
Anthony Rodia and not Tony Walker.
Well, no.
Or
Finally.
Sally O'Neill.
Oh, it's never starring Tony Walker.
Oh, you're not going to be here either?
No,
Why not?
because I'm picking Elio up at the airport.
Ryan will be engineering for Anthony tonight. But it's a good night. Well, it's not a good night to miss, but it works out because he has a special guest. Johnny Goumba Johnny will be here with him.
In the studio?
In the studio, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I should have came in and worked this board over here.
So go ahead.
I want to go see Rudy, though.
Oh, is that tonight? You're going to that?
Yeah, I think so.
Where is that again? Out in Suffolk somewhere?
Yeah, Yapank.
Answer the phone, Connie. Now she knows his number, so she's not answering.
Yell at her.
Yeah, at least leave a
Hi, you've
message.
reached Connie Gillies. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you when I can. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
The mailbox is full. I cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Send her a text.
I am. I'm texting her right now.
Does the number begin with 818?
No.
Damn it.
What's 818 area code? That sounds
I don't know. I
familiar.
just got a text from an 818. I just deleted it.
Oh, what did the text say?
1/1. Eric, are there Duck Donuts up there? Sorry, I couldn't hear my doing for a bit. Yes, there are 2 Duck Donuts up here, I believe. But when I first had them, I was down in North Carolina.
I love donuts.
Duck Donuts are the best.
Like, I can't eat them because I'll just make it part of my
They're
life.
fresh and you can customize them. So you get like a dozen, and they'll put the toppings on right in front of you.
No way.
Yeah, this isn't you walk in and they're already in a rack. You could customize them. You can make them however you want, or you can order them off the menu, and they'll still make them fresh. But you can order whatever you want. They put bacon on it, so you can have like a maple walnut bacon. You can have blueberry
Did you say
cheesecake.
bacon?
Bacon.
Why would you want bacon on your
Why
donut?
wouldn't you want bacon on your donut? It's delicious.
Bacon?
Bacon.
That's like
It's
pineapple
bacon!
pizza or something. That's like pineapple on pizza.
I'm telling you, it's delicious. They strawberry
Like
strawberry
little
shortcake.
bacon bits, or they just put like strips of bacon on it?
No, little bacon bits, but real bacon bits, not imitation bacon bits. Then you got strawberry shortcake. You got lemon meringue pot. Whatever you want. They're making that fucking donut, baby.
Where are they located?
One was in Hauppauge.
Hauppauge,
and I don't know where the other one is, to be honest.
Okay.
I sent the text and it disappeared.
What is wrong with you?
I hit the blocked. I hit the send thing after I. Let me see if it's on here. It's gone.
Send me a text.
Oh.
See if it works.
Yeah, now so look at my phone. According to my phone, it's still loading.
It's still thinking.
That's weird. I wonder what's going on.
She hates you.
Yes, but there I can see it there. That's what I just that's what I just wrote. But then when you hit on it, that's weird. I wonder what's going on. My account is all messed up. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
In the shallow.
Stupid Gillies family.
Wait, what was I going to say? Jen Chapin. I love that song she sang.
Jen Chapin?
Yeah.
What song did she sing?
You got a fast car. It's time to talk about living in some. Oh, no, that was Tracy Chapman.
It's Tracy Chapman.
Oh, sorry. I got the wrong people.
Well, that worked.
Yeah, so she blocked you because I sent one to you and you sent one to me.
She blocked you?
And that worked. That went right through.
Wow, so she blocked you.
She doesn't want anything to do with you anymore.
But see, it's weird. I don't see that here.
Maybe you can see it, but she doesn't want. I don't know. I have no idea.
Wow,
I've never
she
seen anything
hates
like that.
you. What'd you do to her? Gina.
Maybe she no longer takes Facebook private messages.
It's not a Facebook message.
Oh. What do you mean? Yeah,
it's
it is.
a text.
Oh, you're texting. Oh, that's okay.
You wrote.
I just Facebooked you. I thought you were on Facebook with her. All right, hold on.
I did send a message to Jackson on Facebook this morning.
And it worked?
They don't like us anymore.
He has not seen yet.
They don't like us anymore.
Okay, I just sent you a text.
I need to like that. Those.
They don't like us anymore.
Yeah, that worked, right?
You
yeah,
sad?
That worked. I hate them.
Yeah.
Don't hate
until
them.
they call us. Who's that?
I don't know.
Oh.
Ready? Hello? Hello?
Your small business benefit from a bank loan with interest rates as low as 5.9.
Damn it.
That's a boring one.
Bastards.
I like the Social Security one's the best. Hello? What time we calling Jen Chapin?
12:15.
Oh, boy, we have 7 minutes to kill. Should we do our sponsors?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Bella Vista.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza. Located at 154 Minetta Hill Road in Plainview. That's 516-433-4464. Bella Vista Pizza is the best pizza in the whole wide world. You'll love their pizza. Their pizza is delicious. You know what my favorite pizza is at Bella Vista Pizza?
Donuts with bacon.
No, it is their chicken marsala pie. They make a chicken marsala pie. Let me tell you something about the chicken marsala pie. The masala sauce is delicious, number one. And number
Is it like a pot pie?
No.
What's a chicken pie? What's a Marcello pie?
You put pieces of chicken on top of the pizza, and it's instead of red sauce, it's marsala
I thought they
sauce.
because they make really good dinners. They made like really great Alfredo and
no. It's a marsala pie. You order the marsala pie, I guarantee you can't eat more than one slice. Because they're not like the other people where they put like one piece of chicken every inch. Let me tell you, that pizza is covered with chicken. You're getting like a breast on each slice.
I like a breast on each slice.
Yes. But that's how good it is. So check out Bella Vista Pizza, located at 154 Minetta Hill Road in Plainview. And also Gina Kajemi Coffin. Gina Kajemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. She's the best real estate agent in the whole world,
She's
bar
the
none.
only real estate agent.
Yeah, you go to anybody else, you're going to get screwed, scammed, or annoyed.
Yeah.
But you won't with Gina.
Yeah.
In fact, Gina will annoy you because she's going to do such a good job. And you say, why can't I be more like her? Because she's the best at what she does. Gina Kajemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Property, 631-495-7696. That's 631-495-7696. List your house with Gina. She'll work so hard for you and sell your house so fast it'll make your head spin. Arm pizza. What's arm pizza? What's arm pizza?
Arm pizza.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Gina said she's serving breakfast in bed to Jack today because he was. He had a 4 p.m. call last night and a night shoot. So.
Is she naked while she's serving it?
I don't know. These are things we want to know.
She should be naked.
Does she have like that little bell that she rings when she like walks into the room?
She should. No, she canceled on me.
What?
She canceled on me.
Son of a.
We was going to meet with Gina to finalize some things, but she canceled on me.
She's naked in bed with her husband.
Because she's naked in bed with Jack.
Yeah.
Should we play some lovin' music for them?
Yes.
Afternoon Delight.
Yes.
You weirdo.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold on tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. Oh, that's what I'll sing tomorrow. Should I practice now?
Yeah.
When our bodies say something about it's right. Why wait until the moment in a cold, dark night when everybody that a booty beady beady blee? I don't know the words. That's a good song to sing.
That's
though.
a great song.
We'll sing that to Elio and Amy.
They're going to be like.
Oh, I bet you they know that song and immediately
Now
go
you're
into
picking them
harmonies.
up. Where are they sleeping?
On Sally's boobies.
On my boobies. Where they're sleeping in the kids' rooms.
Chateau Salé.
Oh, they're staying with you.
Chateau Salé.
For a couple of days. They're here for a long time. It's really kind of nice because the dad is coming with them.
And he's staying too?
Mm-hmm. And so they're making it a little bit of a long stay so that they could do a bunch of stuff. So they're going to stay a couple of days, just a couple of days with us, and then they're going to head into Manhattan and do what they're doing in there. And so it's great. Yeah. They've stayed with us before.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should try and bring the camera into the...
Did you get rid of the mattress, or are you going to make them sleep in the living room?
No, that's gone.
Thank God.
That mattress is gone. It's been gone for a few weeks.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Actually, I wish we had it so he could have slept on it.
You could have put it right next to your bed and you could have held hands at night. Good night, Elio. Good night, Tony. I love you. I love you too. Bye, buddy. Okay, good night, buddy.
Want to snuggle?
Good night, Amy. Shut up, you two.
He did that the other night. We were going over plans and stuff, and he walks over to Amy to ask her a question. And he looks down, and he realizes she's sleeping. But he keeps it there anyway. And she's like, yeah. He's like, half asleep. He's like, I've never seen her like this. I said, because she's sleeping.
Yeah, and we're like,
well,
let
no,
her
the
go
way
to
she
sleep.
was like, eh.
And then
like,
he kept
leave her
asking
alone.
her, but I don't understand. You don't ever react like that. I'm like, let her sleep and talk to her about it tomorrow. But it's so different than she normally wakes up.
Speaking of not normally reacting,
what?
The way they normally react, I brought Sunshine to the vet today.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did she?
Why,
did
she doesn't react well at the vet?
She was.
I only said that because she never bites.
Some guy walked over that I knew. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Oh, it's a beautiful dog." I'm like, "Thanks." And she's barking, rah, 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 rah. And I go, "It's okay. She's just loud. She's friendly. You could come on over."
Yeah.
He put her hand out. Her teeth, her lips went up, and she went. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Holy moly!
I was like, "She does not like the vet." I had to muzzle her.
Yeah.
I had to muzzle her. The doctor's like, all right, come here, son. Okay. He goes, yeah, she just made contact with my fingers. He goes, we're going to have to muzzle her or do this another
What
day.
do they do to her that freaks her out?
What do you mean? She
Just
freaks
a
out from the
checkup?
second she walks
How
in
often
there.
do you bring her there?
I haven't brought her in a few years because the last time she grabbed the vet's coat.
Yeah.
But but the same thing happened that day. I was doing that video and she ran into the street, and you were like, "Oh, she's fine," and then she ran into the street and chased another dog, almost got hit by a car. I think you don't know your dog.
No. But she was being friendly with that dog. She wasn't being
true, but
she was being vicious. I'm like,
no,
what
you're
the
right. She
fuck?
wasn't being vicious, but you were confident she was not going to bolt.
No. If I didn't know there was a dog, she'll bolt for dogs. No, she loves dogs. She loves to play with them.
Yeah.
But she was just I couldn't believe it, and so I had to muzzle her.
Wow.
And she was so then the doctor came over. He goes, "Hell, okay, baby," and she was like, I was like, what? I never even heard her growl like that. I was like, holy shit! So
now she's shitting on your bed right now.
Yeah, probably. So we gave her all the shots she needed and took blood. And,
I had a dog that did that.
What?
Hates the vet.
I had a dog once that it's a long story, so I won't bore you with it. But I love this dog. We were originally got this dog holding it for somebody.
Yes.
Again, long story. I won't get into it. But it was decided that these people were not going to keep the dog.
Right.
So
you're not going to get rid of the dog at that point. You're going to keep it.
Well, that's what I wanted.
Oh.
This was my first wife. She didn't want it.
Oh.
She says, no. Get this dog out.
Oh.
So my friend who was going to get the dog, I told him, I said, she doesn't want it. I said, you got to get this dog out of here.
Ew.
So
what are you peeling like a
no,
leopard?
there's like I don't know what that is on me. So so my buddy comes over, he takes the dog, and and they're gone. And I'm like, oh, and I felt horrible. And I went to her and we fought about it. And I said, no, that dog's got to stay. And it turned out to be one of the best dogs I've ever had. Little dog, she was great. So I win the argument. And this was before
Finally.
This was before cell phones.
This is why you got divorced.
Yes.
Because you won an argument. Fuck him.
I chose a dog over her. So luckily, this was when we all had beepers. So I sent him a page, and thankfully he didn't get there. I think he actually did make it into the parking lot, I think.
Yeah.
Comes back, and I ended up having this dog for 13, 14 years.
Precious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was a cute. That was a
I
fine
love
dog.
Precious,
No,
yeah.
dog.
He walks in. This is the only time she ever did it. He walks into the house. She runs right past everybody.
I got a question.
Sure.
Precious, did you name it after the dog from Silence of the Lambs?
No.
Oh,
no, that was
okay.
her name already when I got her.
Oh, okay.
He didn't know you can change a dog's
No,
name.
it's not that I didn't know. I just decided not to.
Right. Okay.
I just thought.
You're like Precious is the name I would
I
pick.
just figured.
I
that's the
thought
name
you
she
named it
knows.
after the dog from Silence of the Lambs.
No,
Precious.
A friend of mine's, the best friend of a friend's mother, had died.
The best friends of a friend's mother.
The best friend of my friend's
son
mother.
of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a son.
She died,
Right.
and nobody knew she lived by herself. Nobody knew she died.
Oh, and Precious was eating the corpse?
Precious was Precious, and I believe there was another dog too, where she was like they were like raiding the house for a while, and that's how they survived. They were getting to things and just eating everything and drinking everything in sight.
They should have ate the body.
So imagine
that would have been great.
And then that's how I ended up with her. So I didn't know her history. I didn't even know what kind of dog she was. So anyway, yeah. So she comes right in after
the dog ate the leg on the corpse and then went to Tony's house and was like, "Oh, somebody got here first."
Oh man, I have a brother.
Somebody beat me to it.
Imagine.
I have siblings here.
So she, so my friend brings her back from the pound. She ran right past everybody. She didn't even stop. She went right to the bedroom. She pissed on the side of the bed that I sleep on, and came off. That only time she ever did it. It's like, that was a little F.U. How dare you?
Give
how
me
dare
up.
you give me up?
You should have
But-
fought for me before I left the house.
All right, Jen Chapin is sending me messages wondering where we are. So you want to get her on the phone?
Yep.
Here's the number right there.
Say, we don't like you. Where does she live?
I believe she's in Huntington somewhere.
Oh, why didn't she come in?
I had asked her to come in. She said she's busy getting ready for her gig at the Cutting Room in New York City this Thursday night.
Oh, please. It takes 15 minutes to get here.
So she sent me messages saying where are we, and
No,
that's
she's not
an
calling.
answer.
She's proving us a mess. Splendid. Watch, it's the wrong number again. Jen Chapin, where are you?
Oh, you can't see the number you put in there?
You want me to just hang up and try again?
Yeah, go ahead.
When everybody loves Jen Chapin on a summer day. Do I really have to sing karaoke against Elio and Amy?
What's that?
Do I have to really sing karaoke against Elio and Amy?
Against? Oh, it's a battle?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're going to beat me.
Well, yeah. They're professionals. No, you can't have a battle against professionals.
Oh, okay.
No, it's all for fun. We're just having fun.
Oh, it's for fun.
It's family.
We should get a trophy and just give it to me. And the winner
I'll get you a sandwich.
Hello? Hi, this is Jen Chapin. Yes. My father sang a song.
I don't know what that is.
It's a number.
Oh.
Like, how'd you hit that?
What?
Like you just hit it? That's so weird.
Jen. Hello. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Let's make love tonight.
'Cause we'll do it right.
Did she sing that?
Did Jen Chapin sing
Maybe
it?
type in the number. Maybe she can call.
Wow, I'm getting beat up today here with these people.
You're getting wrong numbers. You're
so-
getting non-answered numbers. Maybe she's going poopy. Maybe
wait,
she's
didn't-
wiping and she has to flush. And she's embarrassed.
I thought, didn't Connie respond?
Yeah.
Where is it? I don't see it.
She
Was it
responded
here?
just to Sally.
No, this is my phone.
Oh.
Yeah, she's still giving me the. Oh, you know what she did?
What'd she do?
Oh, he has the same number. She just got one number wrong when she gave it to me originally.
Right.
Twice.
So it's not the same number.
Well, right, but yeah. Right.
And actually, it's a different number.
It's a very different.
It's a different combination of numbers.
All right, so should we give it a minute to see if Jen calls back?
I
Do you
guess.
want to type the number for her to call?
Oh, now you're not going to believe this.
What?
You are not going to believe this.
She's pooping.
She also gave
us
me
the wrong number by one.
She also gave me the wrong number
What
by
the
one.
friggin' hell is going on here? What is wrong
I
with
am
these
not
musicians?
making that up. Connie messed up by one number, and now Jen messed up by one number.
Don't people know their own numbers?
Yeah, she just wrote, I made typo on number. Sorry.
I made typo on number.
That's what she wrote.
Hope she doesn't sing like that.
Did you just do it?
I'm working on it.
Oh,
But you keep typing, so I can't find.
it's right there.
Hello?
Hello.
Aha!
Hello,
Wow.
Jen.
Finally.
We thought you were messing with us.
Gosh, you guys run a tight ship. I mean, not that I'm not late, but 12:22 to pull out a finally. No, I'm sorry. Like that typing phone numbers on a little phone thing. I've got the little. I don't have the one that is book-sized phone.
Oh, you have like a little, what do you have, like a little flippy phone or a little iPhone? What do you got?
I'm not that old school, though. I try. No, it's just the budget iPhone. That's the way I roll.
The budget iPhone. What is a budget iPhone?
It's SE. I don't know.
Oh, the 5SE?
Yeah,
yeah,
something
that's
like
a little old.
Yeah. Yeah, a little old.
And
Still
here's the
works.
thing, you gave us a phone number that was like one digit off. And what's funny is we tried to call another person, I don't know, a little while ago, and their number was one number off too. We're just having this like weird one number day.
It's in this case, it's us, not you.
All right, and I hear children in the background. Are you at work?
Yeah.
Oh, she's calling on our lunch break. How do you
Oh.
Or even better, in the middle of class.
And now kids are getting run over.
Hence the budget iPhone.
Yeah, true.
So you're a teacher?
Yeah.
God
All right,
bless you.
Actually, that's my first question because I stalked you on Facebook. I mean, did research on Facebook. It says you're a humanities teacher. What's a humanities teacher?
It's a fancy word for social studies.
Oh. I did not know that.
Yeah, it is.
I think humanities is basically all the things that humans do that aren't subject to the natural laws of science and mathematics.
Well, where are you a teacher? Are you a teacher in college? Because that's usually a section in college.
That doesn't sound like college kids in the background.
No, it's just what my school. I'm a high school teacher. I teach mostly 9th grade global history.
Nice.
And so I guess ideally, and we're actually trying to move toward this, is like a little more sort of integration between English and history, which is it's like all of the writing and art not just English, but art. Like you're looking at history, but it's not just like dull facts and dates but you're looking at, what did these different time periods, you can tell them represent as far as what humans were doing and how they were interacting and how they were moving forward and moving back. So, the idea is that you're having a kind of a holistic view. I really shut down the room there.
Wow.
We're taking it in.
You must not work for a public school because they wouldn't give you the time to work like that.
No, it's actually
because they have Common Core they need to slam down everybody's throats.
Not for social studies.
For all of it.
Let me just say something about the Common Core since
Sure.
you brought it up. Have you ever looked at it, what Common Core is? You could Google it.
I have looked at it, yeah.
Because Common Core is not like cover this. It's like discuss critical thinking questions with students. Students must use evidence. It's not shoving down. Like because I was sort of on that bandwagon for a minute until I started like actually dealing with it.
Right.
But it's more a political talking point than like some curriculum that's being forced.
Yeah, well, that was the problem. It was the way it was being enforced. It wasn't necessarily the curriculum. It was just the way they were rolling it out.
I disagree.
There's no enforcement. There's no enforcement and no forcing. It's just sort of guidelines for that kind of universalize it's more skills than content.
Yeah, it's more being able to like look at a problem and come at things from a different direction.
Exactly.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, but I think that's great for social studies and science and everything. But when it came to math, that was
math
insane.
Is the same way. No,
the math was insane.
I like the math too because it allowed you to look at a problem and think, okay, what do you think the answer would be, and how could I get to it? And yeah, there's certain ways that you can get to it really quickly, and that's of course what we're going to use.
But math isn't like that in real life. Math is math.
No, it isn't.
It's both.
It's everything.
It's both.
Yeah.
Both.
It's,
all right, tell that
everything.
to NASA people. We're close enough.
I'm not a math person. No, but
right.
You have to get the right answer. I'm not a math person, but I have 2 kids in public schools, and I teach in public schools. But it's the way different from how I learn math is like, and I could do this because I don't really like math, and I'm not.
Right.
I don't find it like beautiful and elegant and poetic.
Right.
Well, how we learned is like you follow the directions, you get the right answer. But now, like for instance, you could get the right answer, but if you're on taking a test, you have to show your work. You have to show how did you get that answer. So for some kids that are good in math, it's a challenge because they have to like backtrack. Some of them just know, it's like, I just know that math fact. But you have to show your problem solving ability, and that's where the NASA application, because, where math lives in the real world, it's not like this is, laid out for you specifically. You have to figure out what the problem is, what they're asking, and what are the different techniques that would be applicable. So I think, there's a lot of things about education. Well, first of all, it's all cyclical. It's always like push forward, push back as far as the political part of it.
Yeah, people have a hard time with change.
And there's a lot of the stuff that sucks about education is because
the kids. They're annoying.
Having to see those freaking kids every day.
Well,
enough
you know
already.
What it is? You know what it is? And I've taught really like real deep poverty, and I've taught the opposite end, and I teach adolescents, and they really are the same. But I mean, it is different when you're teaching an environment where everyone's got an echo chamber of like nihilistic, like they're embedded in a neighborhood where there's very little opportunity. And I've also taught a lot of kids whose families are in deportation proceedings, or any day there could be that knock on the door. But the thing that's tough about education is society, and it's that people have to work that much harder to keep their kids alive, let alone get them to thrive in the education system.
Right.
So just look at the numbers, like we're all very game and we all have credit cards, so we manage to stay afloat, but it's just harder than it was. I mean, poverty in the United States was at its lowest point in 1973. Wages, and this is where my other nerd, my why hunger, my legacy from my parents comes in, but hunger and poverty and wages have stagnated. I mean, we'll hear about this all in the debates next week, but it really is, and I mean, I'm just amazed with, how resilient and how people just accept it because they have to, and they have to just survive. But, if they really look at it, it's like if anybody could take a chance to have a breath out of like juggling the latest bill and talk about math lying in bed, as I know I do, and figure out, okay, which bill am I going to pay next?
Right.
Then, so that trickles down. That's not the right term, but, the kids feel that.
Right.
The kids deal with that stress, and they bring it to school.
Yes,
so,
but I think they bring more of hunger to school. I think that stinks. Like I'd rather be poor, but I'd rather be hungry. I mean, I'd rather be full in school, because I think once you're hungry, then that really sets in, and the kids can't concentrate and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but hunger in America has many different complexities, because anytime hunger is a possibility or food insecurity, then that means a million trade-offs. Maybe a family is able to prioritize nutrition because of whatever reason, but that means they sacrificed
fashion.
Safety, housing, their neighborhood, their health care, education, medication, maybe somebody's like taking half their insulin dose because they had a good grocery shopping. So, that there's always a very complicated story behind every hungry American, and they're hungry one day and then they're not hungry the next day. And maybe they're obese because they're spending whatever dollar they have on cheap calories.
Like McDonald's.
That is the most logical way to spend your food dollar.
Right.
And, but ultimately it's stunting your brain and giving you heart disease. So,
right. Did you know that? Did you know that actually during a recession, McDonald's is the stock to buy, because actually people end up spending more money at McDonald's during a recession than anything else?
Oh, wow.
Because it's cheaper. It's cheap food.
Yeah.
So you can end up sitting there and feeding your whole family in a recession and still feel like you've, gone out or whatever and you're entertained. But yeah, McDonald's sales actually go up when the economy is receding.
I believe it. I absolutely believe it.
Little
because it gives it's chemically designed in a laboratory to give a feeling of like fullness, satisfaction. So, by your cost efficiency, it's the good choice. But, one of the things we do at Why Hunger, for instance, where I've been on the board for 20-something years, is it takes a little bit more on ingenuity and planning and knowledge, but a lot of the anti-hunger movement is, making sure that families have the knowledge, which is often they're just one generation separated from.
Right.
Their grandmothers knew,
Well, you
or
say
their mothers, like, beans like are great. They do, you could buy them dry, you could soak them for an hour and then you're getting like good, nutritious, wholesome food. There's ways to,
Right.
you know.
But you said the anti-hunger movement. Is there like a pro-hunger movement that people? Can we just say hunger movement?
I guess.
Yes.
I just always I'm a teacher.
I don't think
so I'm
anybody's
always
pro-hunger.
Yeah.
But-
Well, you know what we're calling it now
Karen
is like
Carpenter,
a
but-
it's food justice because it is more complex. And also, you know, the industrial food system that we've come to accept, which has made non-nutritious food so cheap and accessible,
Right.
And made food into a commodity instead of a human right.
Yep.
That that kind of status quo, it affects, you know, all across the income spectrum, you know, and it affects the environment and it affects local economies because when you're buying out all your food out of a vacuum packed bag at the gas station, or those kind of food like substances, you know, where's the money going? Is it going to local farmers? Is it going to local business? No, it's going to Frito-Lay, which is owned by Pepsi, which is owned by, you know. So it's like when you're looking systemically at the whole situation of like, wow, what are the possibilities for food and local food economies and food jobs, which most people who work somewhere on the food chain are the most likely people to be malnourished or hungry or poor.
Right.
And whether it's like washing dishes in a restaurant to packing the truck to planting and harvesting, to fast food service, you know, those are the hungry people, the people who work in food. And, you know, the system is not benefiting anybody except for the 4 multinational corporations that control, like, I don't know, 60-70% of all food in America. And, you know, and then the other companies we know, like Walmart and so on.
Right.
So you left off right where your father did. You picked up right where your father left off, huh? Getting involved with World Hunger, and that's what and that's what this film that's being made. This film is more about helping and things like World Hunger. It's not necessarily about his life, or is it both?
Well, I haven't seen the latest. I've only seen little excerpts of the film, and it's something I'm involved in very tangentially, like when it comes
Big
to
word.
my dad's legacy, tangentially.
Yeah, stop using big words, please.
When it comes to my dad's legacy, and I think I just do what's going on in the world right now rather than look back. You know, what's going on with Why Hunger, which is so in keeping with the vision he had. But I'm not like other siblings are better than me on the memorializing and the legacy. I'm teaching, I'm making music.
Right. Yeah, but we like you the best.
So I'm not totally looped in with the film,
right.
But I know that at one point a working title was When Bill Met Harry, or When Harry Met Bill, and it was sort of focusing on that impactful conversation that started between Why Hunger, then World Hunger Year co-founders,
right.
Harry Chapin and Bill Ayers. So, so I'm like very much around the edges, but I'm sort of processing all of this stuff in my own way in my latest music project, which I'm doing on Thursday.
Thursday at the Cutting Room, right?
Yeah, at the Cutting Room, and that's at 7:30.
Great place, the Cutting Room.
Yeah, it's a cool place. I mean, I almost feel like, I love that place, but I almost feel like this show that I'm doing there would even be better fit for like a smaller, more intimate room as far as like the scale of it. And I think ultimately I might be doing more of a little like theatrical run.
Right here at the Little Room in Governors. Ooh. 60-seat little room, 60-seat room.
What's it called?
It's called the Little Room in Governors, LIL Room in Governors. It's about 60 people. It holds 60 people.
And they've
It's a
had
ni-
musical acts.
It's got a nice little
Wait,
stage. They've had
where-
musical acts.
It's in Hicksville?
It's in Levittown.
Governors in Levittown.
Levittown.
Governors Comedy Club in Levittown. Yep, right here.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
So the show I'm doing is different from anything because I've been making music. I mean,
Long
I've been
time.
teaching. I've been teaching only for a few years, but I've been making
Oh.
music for 20-something years.
Right.
But it's the first time I'm taking. I'm not like, oh, here's some songs from the latest record mixed with some of the older ones, and I'm trying to sell the record. It's more like, which are the songs that illuminate parts of my family history and the sort of posthumous dialogue I have with my dad about parenting. You know, he wrote a song called, well, actually, my mom wrote the song, the lyrics, Cats in the Cradle, but about, you know, not having enough time with your kids.
Right.
You know, I've had the privilege of writing the song about too much time with the kids. You know, I have a song called Go Away.
All right, fantastic.
Yeah, well, being and I do regard that, you know, it's harder now, but
Right,
as a great privilege that, again, most people would love to have more time with their kids, but they're hustling too many jobs.
Yeah.
But so, you know, those are some of the things I'm writing about, and then, you know, so building a life out of music and touring and parenting, and then contemporary issues that I'm dealing with my own kids. The older of whom is my 13-year-old is in a really serious mental health crisis, which thankfully we're in the place, I think partly thanks to Affordable Care Act, where, you know, mental health is not so stigmatized.
Right.
Or mental illness, but it's, you know, it's turned my life upside down. And so I had to sort of look back at songs I've written almost 20 years ago that actually talk about, like, well, how do you raise boys in this society? And then, you know, I haven't written a song in the last 6 months when I've been in the thick of it, but I'm writing the script and still tweaking it. Now I got to memorize this.
Is it
dog.
without revealing too much? Is it about bullying?
No, he's got chemical depression. I mean, bullying is always, but, you know, that's the hot issue. I don't know how different it is than it was.
Well, I would have
you
kicked
know?
somebody's butt for him. That's why I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't mind, you know, throwing
No,
down,
I mean,
especially against kids.
He's had his tensions with kids in school, but that's not really the issue.
Okay.
But yeah, we're still trying to figure it out.
Well,
But I think it's a beast that my dad successfully ran away from by his manic activity. And I think it's coming back full circle.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a strange. It must be a strange thing because he did so much, you know, he did so much charitable work, but then at the same time, you know, his immediate family are sitting home, you know, looking for him. I mean, it's
Well,
tough.
when he was home, I mean, you know, there are probably some dads who are home a lot, or moms, myself included, that sometimes you're home and your brain is not fully there. But
well, it's every day for me.
But when my dad was home, he was all about activity and projects and excursions and designing a dollhouse together and going bowling, and you know, he wasn't just like.
Well, that's nice.
That's great.
Yeah,
He
but then
wasn't
did
just
he have
sitting there with
downtime
the
too?
remote.
Like, are you saying that he had like times when he was just, you know, depressed as well? Like, why did you say it's coming full circle? That's what I was confused about.
In his college years, which he dropped out. I think he dropped out of Cornell 3 times and never graduated.
Wow.
He was really, really knocked down. You know, which is often the time. It was like late adolescence, basically.
Right.
Sure.
But yeah, I think he just came up with a technique. Like, I'm just going to go.
Right.
Well, let's cut to the chase here, because you're talking about your father and his legacy and whatnot. Now, you guys, your family, like, just like this movie that's being made or other events, you guys, a lot of the family, his brothers, and siblings and cousins, you guys sing a lot. There are plenty of occasions where the family's gotten together to sing, your father's songs.
Ooh, like the Osmonds?
Well, they don't dance like the Osmonds.
Like the Brady Bunch?
You don't know that.
But it must be really tough. Like, if you guys are if there's a family squabble at home, and then now you got to go sing and smile at each other like you all love each other, or if somebody's singing off key or something, how do you turn to that person and say, "Hey, don't," because it's family. Like
they're off key, you give them a backhand, they're right back on key. That's all.
Is that how it works?
Oh.
Well, structurally, it's not like one of those groups where we're out there like touring and playing. We get together, if we're lucky, we might have 5 family shows a year.
Right.
And every one of those is a gift.
Oh, that's a good answer. I like it.
No, but it's absolutely true.
No, I know. We're just being silly.
We're all like, no, but it's a reasonable question because, if we were really out trying to, like, this is our full-time thing.
Right.
And, you could talk to my cousins, the Chapin sisters, and they're actually the most grounded, the most lovely.
Right.
Like, I'm sure that there's been times when they're working when they're like, you're annoying me. But they have an amazing sister partnership that is totally authentic. And both their personalities are, they're sisters, so I'm sure something has happened. But I've never seen it. I just imagine it's true. But and the brothers. I mean, my dad got kicked out of the brother band in the 60s because he was a pain in the ass. He was a huge pain in the ass.
He got full circle on that. Now you're backing me, sucker.
Yeah.
He had a smile on his face.
Was he the oldest, youngest, middle? Where was he?
He was the oldest of the musical ones. There's an oldest brother, James, who died in 2000, I think in the year 2000, way too young.
Right.
Of diabetes. But he was not actively making music. He was very close. They were all very close.
Right.
But and I think he was a huge part. He was a huge touchstone politically and social justice wise for my dad, the oldest brother James. But Tom was Harry was the oldest of the musical, what became the Chapin brothers. Right. Harry, Tom, and Steve.
Steve, right?
Okay.
But at a certain point, and he was always the one who was most productive in songwriting,
right,
and providing. But he was also, he was always sweet. He was never mean. And I would say anybody ever knew him, but he could just bluster over things. And that could really, especially if you're a little brother, I think he could rub you the wrong way.
He was a pain in the tuckish.
Yeah, he would just steamroll through things and, with a big grin and the kind of thing that would be deflating or demoralizing. So at some point, they kind of parted ways, and this is all said. Sometimes I see little like decades old little brother dynamics pop up between Tom and Steve, but it's all super fun.
Right.
The love is there, and the respect, because nobody's a slacker.
Right.
Everybody. We all will drop a lyric, or a guitar will go out of tune here and there, but that's the exception rather than the rule. Everybody
that's my rule.
It's both, and we're all coming from, even though we have different influences.
Right.
Like I'm definitely more in the jazz and the R&B as far as what's really inspired me.
Mm-hmm.
But Tom has more country and like roots in Appalachia, and Steve has studied more classical music and can do full orchestration.
Nice.
So
and
now,
the sisters have like a little more of an indie rock folk, but now they've also really gone down to the roots. But we all have the folk tradition in a way of like, you just you're together, you just make the music happen, you don't let your ego get too much in the way.
Right.
We're not adding like extra bells and whistles. We're just trying to make it good.
Right.
Well, speaking of I'm sorry, did I cut you off?
Yeah, I was just want to ask a quick question.
Go ahead, sure. Sorry.
Because now everybody, of course, everybody knows, your father and the Cats in the Cradle song and Taxi. And what's your favorite song? What's your favorite song?
Of his?
Yes.
Well, they're different measures. I guess there's ones that are my favorite to sing.
Right.
There's ones
Okay.
that are my favorite. I mean,
What's
Cats in the Cradle I took for granted because it's so ubiquitous, but
Stop using big words.
sorry, I
It's
knew you were
used a
going to
lot
say
over and over.
But
I'll just interpret as you like.
This
throw them
whole
out there.
this whole
All right,
segment, I'm gonna
I'll
have to go
break
get
it
the
down.
dictionary.
You go to Dunkin' Donuts and
Yes.
you might hear Cats in the Cradle.
Yeah,
So it's
I like
easy
Dunkin'
for-
Donuts.
It's like overdone it everywhere.
Yeah, so you could take it for granted, but then like
I love
much
donuts.
later, like after having sung it and
Yeah.
everything, it's like, man, this is a tight little pop nugget.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. Like so, I can just enjoy it for
Right.
craft and
Right.
as production.
But
and
what's your favorite to listen to?
See, I would love that if I were you, because your mom wrote it and your dad sang it. I mean, how special is that? You know.
yeah, and she wrote it about her first husband and
Right.
his dad.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
so
not
she,
the good.
So she had a
not the good.
pattern of marrying men who, she was like stuck raising the kids. I
That's
think.
the generation too. My mom was
Well,
born in
true.
1934. She was 8 years older than my dad.
Wow.
But so who wasn't stuck home raising the kids? Who
Right,
still
true.
isn't? But
I miss those
or
days.
or stuck with the exactly with the housework. As
right.
in my case, we're both out working, but I do all the dishes.
Oh,
But,
what the?
Yeah.
This-
So songs that I've sort of come full circle that
Mhm.
that I'm like now can be like sort of listen with a fresh ear.
Right.
There's a song Tangled Up Puppet, which my mom also wrote the lyrics to, which is about raising a teenage daughter and
Ooh.
that like back and forth of intimacy and get away from me, you embarrass me, push and pull
Now,
of that
so-
relationship. And that's a ballad that's just, I mean, it almost feels like cheating, like singing it. It's
Right.
like, oh, this song just sings itself. It's a
Okay.
tearjerker. Everybody's like, oh.
Nice.
All right, so Tangled Puppet is that's the one you
Tangled Up
listen
Puppet.
to. You like to listen to, or you like to
I
sing?
don't listen to any of these. Let's be real.
Oh,
I've
what-
heard them my whole life.
So what do you like to listen to? Is it Run DMC, LL Cool J?
Well-
What do you like?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
That's funny because in my show on Thursday,
Yeah.
I wrote just for like sort of comic relief and as a challenge, as a songwriting challenge.
Yeah.
And because I have so many stories I'm trying to tell that I don't have room to tell them all. And you realize sometimes that you're telling stories just because it's kind of name dropping and like, oh, check out this that I did. Anyway, I have a song called Name Dropping Rap Song that like just like flies through all these experiences and people we've opened for and things that we've done in even just a very below the radar music career. But one of them is it name checks Daryl McDaniels and Run DMC.
Yeah.
Well, right. I was
So-
gonna ask you about that because I was there at the Long Island Music Hall of Fame, and you're on stage singing with the guy.
With Daryl Mack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, I've sung with him probably 3 or 4 times.
What?
How did
Yeah.
that happen?
One time he was given the Harry Chapin Humanitarian Award at the Why Hunger dinner.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he wanted to come, and he has a new song, which it's not new. It's probably 10 years old, but that shows where my brain is. But it's like Sarah McLachlan sings the chorus, which is Cats in the Cradle, and it's a song about him realizing in his 30s that he was adopted.
Oh.
And so he went and
Well, his
asked
parents
my
were
mom.
white. He just
My
it took him
mom-
to the 30s to realize he was adopted.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're not. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, but no, he grew up in Queens with. I mean, I think he had. Well, whatever. You can buy the book because he's literally written 2. I've read one of them. Great autobiographies, but Daryl is a very soulful, achingly sincere person. You know, he's had to
Right.
go through recovery.
So you are picking Run DMC over LL Cool J.
I haven't spent the time with the lovely LL Cool J. I'm more of like a when it comes to hip hop, like when it got a little more evolved in the rhythm, like Tribe Called Quest, and a little more of like not sampling the rock so much as the jazz
Right.
Nice.
licks. But yeah, so Daryl's lovely. So I got to sing with him one time. I was doing Sarah McLachlan. I sang Cats in the Cradle, but also he did Walk This Way, and I got to walk this way.
All right.
Walk this way.
So that's what So that's what gets you. That's what gets your blood pumping, huh?
Well, it's now. I mean, I'm not really an Aerosmith fan either, but it's just irresistible because I have a scratch in my voice.
Be careful when you're walking.
Did somebody just hunk at you?
Your ninth graders just got hit.
Oh yeah, I'm out in the street because the reception in the school and the noise level.
Wait, where are the kids?
They're
at lunch.
They're around somewhere.
It's testing period, so I actually don't have classes right now. I had we had a review session, proctoring tests, grading, but we don't have in the high schools in New York. They have in the public schools they have.
Are you teaching in the
Regents.
city? Is that why you're a city?
It's in Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn.
Oh, I was wondering why we hear so many horns.
Right.
All right. Okay.
And this is actually a pretty low key neighborhood, but
right.
All right, now, so we appreciate your time, and we'll let you go in a second. One thing I like to do with a lot of our guests, I look at mutual friends that you have on Facebook.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm curious about some of them. And one I see is Donna Drake. Everybody knows Donna Drake.
I don't know Donna.
Oh yeah,
she's
lovely.
fantastic.
She's a Facebook friend that I actually know. Because my general role, I approve because I went into it just to try and sell my shit. Sorry, did I break a FCC? But
nope, you're fine.
Okay, but like if somebody has like a swastika or just like fake boobs on their profile picture, then I won't approve you. But other than that,
just those two things, you just draw the line at that.
Or if
I hear
there's
you.
something that's really, but generally I don't pick and choose. And I in another life I would love to have, and I just started Instagram way like 20 years too late, but there it's a little bit I'm being a little more selective. But with Facebook, mostly I just have like whoever.
Oh, okay.
Whoever's your friend.
But Donna, I know.
All right. Well, I have a few that surprised me, so I'm curious. One is Kenny Ingram. Do you really know him, or is that just a Facebook thing?
No idea who that is.
Okay. Malcolm Gold.
That rings a bell. How do I know Malcolm
He's a bass
Gold?
player. He's a bass player in the city.
Okay. Well, that would make sense. I mean, I have a pretty large extended family of musicians.
Because he's actually, we have a music show here on our station, and he's going to be a guest in a couple of weeks on the music show. That's why I threw him out there. Jan Close.
Oh, Jan Hammer.
Oh, yeah. He's a singer-songwriter, isn't he?
Yes, we've been playing some of his music and getting a big response.
Yeah. We might have, I feel like we've also exchanged emails over the years.
All right.
All right. Now, here's one that I found interesting, because when Sally mentioned before that we got the wrong number from you and somebody else, well, that somebody else is actually on your friends list, Connie Gillies.
That rings a bell, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm batting 1,000. All right. So the last one I got is the obvious one, Frank Walker.
Yeah. Well, I think Frank, wasn't he just on the show or something?
He was. Oh, he was here in the studio last week for the music show. Yeah, he was just here. But he stalks you a lot, correct?
Stalks me a lot. Well, Frank is very active on the Facebook, so I'm sure there's a lot of people.
Yes, he has nothing else to do.
No, he's got like a million open mics. I mean, he plays way more gigs than I've ever done. But yeah, Frank is. I mean, he's just the sweetest person ever, and we've just been in touch. And he's also not shy. He always says, "Can you do this? Can you do this?" I'm like, maybe. But like,
stop bugging me, Frank.
But schlepping out to Long Island, people always think like I'm like. I got 2 kids. I have 2 jobs.
Yep.
And it's like I'm either going on tour and driving to Iowa or Nova Scotia, as we will in August.
Nice.
Or it's like, you really want me to drive on the Long Island Expressway to do? No. Like, I just can't.
Forget about it.
Right.
Yeah, so a lot of times, and I think also, people out in Long Island or in Jersey, your life is in your car, and you're just, you're used to just going from town to town. But for me, like to get out of the city.
Yeah.
And yeah, to get away from my like my kids. I don't always I do that too much already.
Sure. All right, so that's this Thursday at the Cutting Room. That's going to be great, Jen Chapin. Do you have a website and whatnot? You can selling your music?
Yeah, jenchapin.com.
Yep.
And I'm on, there's two sites. There's just Jen Chapin on Facebook, and then there's Jen Chapin Music. And you can find links to get tickets for Thursday at the Cutting Room, 7:30. On any of those sites. I also just started Instagram, which is Essential Jen Chapin. Essential.
Wow.
Essential, which is the name. I think I'll change it when I think of a better one. But for now, the name of my show is called Essential Stories.
Essential Stories.
So yeah, but all those places, or you can just Google Jen Chapin Cutting Room NYC.
Right, and you're also coming to my father's place soon, right?
Oh,
congratulations.
Gosh, I totally should have mentioned that. August 9th in Roslyn. I'm looking forward to that. I've never been there, but it looks like an awesome venue.
Right.
And it's just the right kind of place for this show. So my father's place, yeah.
Nice.
August 9th. So that's, and tickets are on sale on that website as well.
Excellent.
Now, would you accept a friend request from somebody who has a New York Islanders as their symbol, as their profile picture?
I grew up in Huntington. I mean, I was always Islanders, Jets, Mets in a big way.
Go.
For the most part.
All right, so I think somebody just sent you a friend request with an Islander symbol. Don't get scared.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't to toss out the Rangers, but I have no emotional connection to that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a Long Island girl. I still live on Long Island. Right now, I'm on the tip of Long Island.
You are.
The other tip.
That is correct.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. All right, cool. Well, there you go. Jen Chapin playing the Cutting Room this Thursday. Jen, we thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. When
it was a pleasure.
And don't be a stranger. Come on in sometime and hang out with us.
Yeah, you got the summer off. Let's go.
Yeah, come on in.
That's right. The summer off.
Yeah, come on
All
now.
right,
All right,
maybe
cool.
Maybe I'll come out before August, before the Roslyn show.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a great
that'd be
idea.
good.
Great
Yeah,
idea.
that'd be great.
Oh,
We'll
and we
be
can
here.
raffle some stuff off. Well, not
Hey.
raffle, like auction.
Yeah, we'll
whatever
give-
it is. You know what I'm
giveaways.
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's great.
Thanks, Jen. We'll be in touch then. Thanks so much for the time.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take
All right,
care.
bye-bye. All right, there you go.
I'm going to have to use a dictionary to have half of those words. Nihilistic. That's
Thank God Sally was here to explain it, man. I had no
know.
idea what was going on.
I still like cranially enlarged.
I think she used them. I think she used them right too. The big words. I can't believe I said that. I'm like, I miss those days.
That was funny.
All right. Well, I guess that's our show, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to see. Oh, Connie. What did she do here? Oh, she gave me Jackson's new number. All right.
We'll do that another day.
We will call him sometime this week. Okay.
Yeah, that was a good phone call. She was really interesting. Jen?
They were all good calls today. The ones that we got.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And that's our show for today. See ya.
No, that's it.
Do the plugs, yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, Knockem. I was waiting for the.
I know.
What?
I know.
What,
I feel like doing it.
Why?
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not into it.
You in a bad mood yesterday? Are you in a bad mood again
He
today?
already
You
did
seem
them
like you were
today.
fine. Well, you didn't do the Knockem Dead comedy stuff.
All right, Knockem Dead Comedy. Knockem Dead
It's only
Comedy.
your business.
Knockem Dead Comedy. Knockem Dead Comedy for the funniest movie.
What's the matter with you?
Knockem Dead Comedy, Knockem Dead Comedy for the funniest murder mysteries in the whole wide world. Check out Knockem Dead Comedy. You want to go to a boring murder mystery?
No.
Then go. If you do, though, go see the other guy, because then he'll walk in and he'll be like, "There's been a murder in the parking lot of somebody you never heard of, and I'm Detective So and So, and we're gonna figure this out." And he interrupts your dinner, and it sucks. Or you can go and be part of the action, part of the party, part of the festivities. You want to laugh, dance, and sing, and you want to see the murder happen right in front of you. You see a Knockem Dead Comedy murder mystery, not the cheap, fake rip-offs.
Yeah.
Yeah, knockemdeadcomedy.com /show dates for all our upcoming dates and information, of which Ann Fernie will give you some details now.
This Saturday, the game show. There's a lot of game shows coming up. fun time of random trivia
A
and
Dame
fun
Doe.
party games this Saturday at the Islip Public Library. July 2nd at the Manhasset Public Library, July 11th at the Riverhead Public Library, July 12th at the Brookhaven versus South Country Library. Ooh. July 16th, the Longwood Public Library, July 23rd, the Lynbrook Public Library, July 25th, the Westbury Public Library. What's the matter?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. Why she look depressed? What happened?
I'll tell you later.
Oh. All right.
She forgot a coat.
And don't forget, we have our murder mystery coming up at July 26th at Frank's Steaks in Jericho. Call them now because they sell them out fast. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com to see all of our show dates, information of who we are, what we do, photos, videos, testimonials, everything you need to know, and, of course, booking information. And don't forget, speaking of Knockem Dead Comedy, our pal Rick Beck, who calls in every Tuesday for Rick's movie picks.
He sucks.
He'll be performing. He'll be with the Improv Meetup with Theater Playground this Saturday. This Saturday, Theater Playground with an Improv Meetup. Go to Theater Playground on Facebook. Get all the information you need right there. And hey, looking for a fun comedy show this weekend? Go to Governor's, one of 3 Governor's comedy clubs right here at Governor's in Levittown. Thursday night is also our comedy show. Friday is Jim DeLakis. Saturday is the Chris Roach special CD taping. And Sunday is Sunday Night Funnies. In the little room here at Governor's in Levittown. Susan the Spicy Psychic is here Thursday. Terry McNeely is here Friday. Goumba Johnny is here Saturday. The Brokerage in Belmore, Friday and Saturday. Eric Taglione, one of our favorites. McGuire's in Bohemia this weekend. Chris Roach on Friday and Jim DeLakis on Saturday. Go to govs.com for tickets, schedules, everything right there at govs.com. And, of course, there's govsradio.com. So many wonderful shows right here. Sunday nights at 7, Joey Kola live from Governor's Green Room. Joey returns this Sunday. Monday afternoons at 1, Funny Tank, which will be returning in a few weeks. 6:30 p.m. is Steve Squared. Monday nights at 8, The Word Show with Mike and Pete, or Jam, Joe's Acoustic Mondays. Tuesday mornings at 10, Tea Time with Teresa. Teresa had her husband here this morning. Sean was singing. Tonight at 8 is Sorry Not Sorry with Anthony Rodia. Anthony will be here with Goumba Johnny with all sorts of mayhem and shenanigans.
Oh, wait, put me
What?
back on.
What happened?
Put me back on.
All right.
Put me back
You're
on.
on.
Hey, don't forget tonight, also Tuesday from 6 to 8:30 at the Claros Tasting Room in East Yaphank, the meeting Rudy Rudiger. Daniel Rudy Rudiger.
And you can watch
Rudy.
Sorry Not Sorry while you're waiting online.
Exactly.
There you go.
There
Show
you
it to Rudy. Show that to him. Maybe they can prank him. Wednesday nights at 7:30, Three's Company. Wednesday nights at 9, Dan Romano. Thursday afternoons at 1:30, Let's Eat Long Island. Thursday nights at 8, Limo Talk with Graz. And, of course, there's us, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Run every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on govsradio.com. We thank you guys for the hearts, the likes, the phone calls, all the support. You guys are the best. Thanks for tuning in today with Chris Roach and Jen Chapin. Tomorrow, Jessica Curson will be here. Jessica Curson and Elio Pace and Amy Rhiannon Worth on Thursday. So it's going to be and hopefully Mark White on Friday. So it's a great time right here on govsradio.com. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 11. See ya.